All right, so we just finished step 3 in the sample we've been working through, in this example we've been working through. So now we needed to step back to step 2. So the problem told us to run this at an alpha level of 0.05. We now know that our degrees of freedom between treatments was 2 points, and our degrees of freedom for error was 8 points. So this point then becomes the same as before. Again, degrees of freedom for the numerator is 2. Degrees of freedom for the denominator is 8, so over to 2, down to 8. And we should see a pair of numbers there as usual, 4.46 and 8.65. Well, if we're working at 0.05, which one do we want? That's right, we want the light phase type, 4.46. So, as usual, we compare this critical F against our obtained F statistic, or F ratio, which was 28 points, right? That's like a whole other board. That's in my neighbor's house from here, 28 points. So we are well within the shaded region there, right, by a mile. So our decision will be reject the null hypothesis. And writing it in APA, we would say we have an F of 2 and 8 that equals 28 points. P is less than 0.05. So what does this mean? This means that we rejected the null. The null said all the groups would be the same, that the treatment would have no difference, would make no changes in scores. And we're rejecting that idea. So it means that we're looking at the alternate hypothesis as being the correct one. And again, what does it say? At least one of the groups is different from one of the other groups. Well, what don't we know? We don't know where those differences are. So we rejected the null, and we have 3 or more treatment conditions. To understand those differences, we would then have to do a post hoc test. So guess what? We're going to do one. We're going to do one with this ANOVA that we just ran. I will start it in the next video clip. I just wanted to finish out this example with the standard steps first. But we're going to go ahead and do the post hoc. It's almost the same. Again, because we're changing what we're using for error, the formula will change a little bit, but it's right on the formula sheet. Wherever we were using within treatment values before, we're using error values now. So I'm going to get rid of this and get us set up to run our Tukey's post hoc test.